welcome back to the fight, Yankees. If you haven't seen the first part of this fight, I'd recommend taking a look at episode 1 down in the description below. But we're actually well into it, and it's going to be a vicious one, a bloody one, so you might want to just stick around. Now, as you can see here, quite a lot has gone on. A lot of enemies fallen, but a lot of men fallen on our side as well. We're actually trying to hold this position right here, the Red Hill Farm area, and they kind of just suddenly came up upon us. Now, we are also sending units over here to this area to grab all of these points, but some good news is we're receiving reinforcements here. Smith is arriving, and I think what I'm going to try to do, I'd love to try to flank the enemy, but they seem to be pretty well set up here. So let's just do our absolute best for now. Go ahead and order him forward. We'll do the same with the other arriving generals here. I believe we've got Major General, it's not that one, Silas Casey. There we go. So with Silas Casey, we should be able to go ahead and move these infantry units into position. And again, I'm going to go up the road. I'm going to try to cut across over here, although this also means going through the woods. So I think, there we go. Yeah, that's just going to have to do it that way, be a little more sneaky, and who knows, maybe we actually get a nice flank attack on the enemy. Looks like we have more reinforcements arriving, so hang in there, folks. There are going to be a lot of men arriving at this battle to help the Union stop these rebel traitors in their tracks. Actually got a fresh unit arriving right now, and it'd be good to replace this guy right here. Let's go ahead and push Colonel John Gibbon over here. You've got to hold it with your men, John Gibbon. The training's poor for these men, unfortunately, and I think at any moment we'll actually break across the river here and take a position on this side. The problem is, I don't really want to lose this area, and I've committed a lot of forces to it, so I'm kind of just trying to hold on for as long as I can. I don't know if this is a good idea, and one thing about this particular series, I really want you guys to give me some interaction. Tell me what you would do here. Tell me if you think it's a mistake. Maybe it is. We know that the Confederates will probably overrun this area no matter what, but I'm trying to make it really, really painful for them. Trying to cause a lot of casualties on their side before they have that chance. So as you can see, I think I will move the cannons across the river here just to be safe, but I am still committing Slocum and a few other units to defending this area. Not to mention, we need to hold this area while other units make it here. So while other guys are on the way. And let's just take a quick look over here. Looks like we've done a pretty good job securing these regions. I think I'm going to bring William Burns back to hold the line. We're going to have to change that formation once he gets over here. Matthews Hill is taken by the enemy, but it looks pretty quiet over there. Let's push forward. We might end up having a little skirmish over here at Matthews Hill. I did just order a charge because I'm unwilling to wait. I have no patience. Get those cannons right there. Yeah, they know where to put them. I'll send these boys right across. Go on now, Newton. Of course, it's going to take some time to actually get these orders out. I think we could set this guy up right here. We need Slocum in here quickly. Actually going to order, once again, a charge. We still have to wait for our Major General to send the order in the form of a courier, so this can take some time. But while that's happening, we are having a few units arriving here at the field. Look at this. Kearney's units arriving as well. I didn't actually, I don't know who these guys are connected to. Could easily find out. This is not a unit I'm familiar with in the Civil War at all. Still 2,300 men. It's nothing to shake a stick at, boys. That's far enough. That's far enough, damn it. Set up. You boys can stop there. Good enough for you, too. We need these men to start firing. And the hill is still ours. This is going to be our version, or the Civil War version of Hamburger Hill. We'll do everything to hold it. Let's see what it's called. So this is Red Hill. What an awesome name for the battle, guys. We are hereby dubbing this the Battle of Red Hill. That simple. I've decided it's no longer the Battle of Manassas Junction. Besides, it's our alternate version of the Civil War, so I think we get to make that decision. Get up there, boys. Holy hell. Got shell shot popping over us. It's not going to be an easy fight, but at least we've got some reinforcements arriving. Who knows? Maybe we can hold this damn thing. Oh, McDowell's watching his forces. Ever present. Good general. But I think he can pretty much be okay with us setting up artillery right there. After all, he's got another general over there, so he wouldn't send Artie into an area that he didn't deem safe, at least not for the immediate, next few minutes, let's say, the immediate timescale that we're dealing with here. I also want to take a look and see how long it's taking for these guys to make it towards the front. It is taking a little while longer than I'd like, and I'd like to bring Keys along as well. So let's put Keys here. And again, he is in marching formation. We'll change that once we approach the front line. Another option is, since we haven't really faced any sort of defenses in this area, there is that opportunity to just go ahead and try to flank the enemy. So to pretty much just take these units and get behind them over here. But I think we need to keep on taking a few more areas. So let's go to those areas first. And then I'm definitely considering bringing most of these guys to the battlefield. In fact, I think we're already bringing back Burns and Gorman. Let's make sure they make it to the fight. We've also got Napoleon Dana. That is an awesome name. I'm sorry. Really cool name. And they are going to make their way across as well. A lot of our boys are falling back here. It could be that the Battle of Red Hill is now turning in favor of the rebels. But I'm still going to let our guys go there. We just have to get across this damn river. It's not an easy one to ford. Come on now, boys. Take a look who's holding him off. Newton here. And as you can see, 149 losses. He's quite disrupted, but they've managed to hit quite a lot of the enemy soldiers here. They've held this location for quite a while. You can actually see the little Confederate bodies here. Of course, we've been the ones that have taken the real hit in this area. But they're still fighting, man. Pretty amazing. Gotta give it to them. Looks like our boys here are also about to find their position. Good old Kearney's men. Could employ skirmishers, but I think it's a little too late for that. Good work, boys. Good work. Need a few more to make it across. Come on, Slocum. What's taking you so damn long? All the generals are here just kind of congregating, because so far we are still holding the area. And now, of course, we've got Robertson in there with his artillery. I believe that Gibson will be here fairly soon. We might as well just put him right next to Robson. Right there. Actually, just to make sure that he changes his order. There we go. Robertson right there. Let's do that. Dana's also trying to get into position, but right now, just crossing that area there, the Poplar Ford, I guess it's called, onto Red Farm Hill, is pretty tough for our boys. I love it, though. We're still getting into position. The battle is continuing. Who knows if the battle ends today right here. It would not surprise me, actually, in the slightest. Keep it up, boys. I think we should fire at Armistead's brigade. And one issue right here, look at this. We are running out of ammunition. Initially, we saw that the enemy was having that issue. But now we're having it. We certainly should try to get some supply wagons in here. Anything to make sure that we have enough ammunition to hold out against the enemy. The 2nd Brigade, under George Meade, has given it their absolute best. I do believe it's time to pull them out pretty soon here. There we go. Look at that. Breaking Blanchard's brigade. Look at that pile of rebels right there. I have to say, one thing I wish they would work on in the game is the zoom-in feature. I think it could be greatly improved. But look at that. A great large group of rebels. These are the kind of results we're looking for. Make sure that that artillery is lively. Fire at Taylor's detachment. See, I'm hoping, guys, that we can just overwhelm the enemy with these artillery barrages. In fact, I'll set up one of our already positions right here. I think it's a possibility. I really do. With Slocum here, we can assist. We'll go start firing at Wilcox's brigade. We'll also bring 1st Brigade here under Kearney. Start firing at Wright's brigade. So we are still holding this hill. Red Hill is ours till the end. That's what I'll tell these damn rebels. Don't you think Yankee can't sound like a rebel sometimes? It's a very, very well, can't say international, very national war. So you get Yankees with southern accents, and sometimes you get southerners with, well, I don't think you get southerners with northern accents. Pretty unlikely, let's say. No, I don't want George McClellan to do that to the entire army. So I guess he is our major general here. I just want him to be calm now. So far, I like what's happening here. I think we've got something interesting going on. We managed to hold on to Red Hill until the end of the day. Well, that's going to be pretty amazing. And I think what we have to do here, I can't help myself. I'm going for the charge of Meade. Come on, Meade, bayonets! Here we go! Imagine if we could repulse the Confederates and send them across the river. They've got plenty of dead men right there, but unfortunately, yeah, they could not complete the charge. They have taken way too much damage. It looks like Meade is falling back. Not a problem, not a problem. Let's get Patrick forward. You guys notice there, is Patrick missing a hand? I think he is. So clearly got wounded in previous battles. Let's put this 12-pounder on this side of the river. We've still got 2 units that we could make use of here. Pushing them forward. Same with 2nd Brigade there under William Burns. I'd like to get Burns on this side of the river, but again, anytime we send one of our boys across, it is a pretty dangerous thing to do, let's be honest. So maybe now we should fall back on Red Hill. Not sure if it's worth trying to hold on to at this rate. There we go, look at that. Enemy going for a charge. They are going for a charge, holy hell. Fire. 1st Brigade. Let's try and get a view over here. Oh man, wait a minute. No, one of our units is actually fighting back. Looks like Wright's Brigade is continuing to fight back. Pretty incredible here. And Marson and Patrick is getting right up on them. I think we're getting some very good flanking shots at this distance. Also, that artillery is consistently dropping on them, guys. Just as long as they don't move anywhere else on the map, we stand a serious chance at doing quite well here. One thing I would like to do, though, is move that artillery even closer. They've got all of their artillery on this side of the hill. Look at that. Look at that. We've got Wright's Brigade running, and it looks like 2nd Brigade has held on. Absolutely unbelievable. I'm not sure if we should continue trying to fire at them. I think we need to fire at AP Hill's Brigade and start putting as much damage down on the enemy as possible. Let's take Dana. We're going to set him up right there to replace Newton because he's broken. He's not going to do a damn thing from now on. In fact, I'll get him off the field. It's kind of actually just a nuisance to us right now. Good job, though. He did a tremendous job during this fight. Alright, Gorman, if you could just get across here. It's such a small canal. And I think he should actually continue forward. I'm going to have Gorman charge. Because I'd like to start putting fire down on the Confederates on that side as quickly as possible. Again, we're trying to maximize casualties on the enemy side here, so that by the time they even try to get to these locations or retake them, they're not even going to have an army left. Look at all those dead rebels. But they are charging their men across the great charge at Red Hill. I'm tempted to charge back, but I think I'm going to hold and just continue firing. Make sure our boys are aimed right there at the large Confederate group. Go, Dana. And they're breaking. At the same time, our men managed to get across quite easily over here. 1st Brigade did. So let's start firing here at Mahone's Brigade. It looks like we're just going to be in range. What luck. 2 Confederate units running in terror there. I would say this is a pretty good first battle of the Civil War, my friends. And this is the first battle of the Civil War, henceforth known as the Battle of Red Hill, no matter what happens. We're going to push forward with Dana as well. But getting those flanking shots, as you can see there, into the enemy is going to cause mass chaos. And, of course, mass damage amongst their men. Let me just back out to the map view quickly, because I want to make sure that the enemy isn't flanking us or doing anything like that. And it also looks like we've still got a unit here, Keys, who could actually join the fight pretty quickly. So let's have Keys go over here just to retake, or haven't yet taken. And I don't want to just grab McDowell. That's going to be a little too confusing. I'd rather just take Sykes separately. It's just a single infantry unit. And move him on through. We've pretty much committed to trying to hold Red Hill under any circumstances. And so far, it's worked out beautifully. Give them hell, boys! More Confederates breaking? Look at that, guys. We've got artillery breaking. This is amazing. Sometimes you just gotta enjoy the look of the actual battle itself. And yeah, I don't see any other movement by the enemy. But look at that. That's something to be concerned about. Look at all of the units we can spot here of how many additional rebels are coming to the field. Looks like they're also reloading their weapons. Just getting ready to use them, I suppose. So, you know what? Might want to rethink that defense. One thing we could do is to fall back, again, across Red Hill, and just hold this area, because they're going to have to come through here anyway. But the other alternative, and I think that's what I'm going to do, is try to actually send our men here and do a bit of a flank attack against the enemy. Bring Blinker as well. And if we could trap them right there, sure, we couldn't do much to these guys, but anybody in this group is going to be completely destroyed. That's actually what seems to be happening anyway. So it's actually really quite beautiful. And look at this. Longstreet, if we could kill General Longstreet right now, I think we've got this campaign. We don't have to do much. Come on, come on. Get Kearney up there. Attack him, Kearney. What the hell is he doing? Come on now. Alright, Gibbon. Fire over there. Unbelievably, we still hold Red Hill. I think officially, we can say, at this point in the battle, we certainly hold it. I thought for sure we were going to have to break, run, and fall back to a safer position. But so far, this seems to be working. One thing I'd like to do, though, getting those cannons into a better location would be a good thing. So I wonder if they're going to try to funnel their men down there. No, look at that. Quite smart. It looks like they're going to actually send their men in an attempt to flank us. Wow. Okay, well, that certainly changes things. We need to act quickly and kind of decide what we want to do here to respond to that flank attack. I think the first thing we want to do is for Erasmus Keys to try and hold this junction here. Even. Get there quickly, Erasmus. Get there quickly with your unfortunate name. Alright. Like to see those 12-pounders in action. Certainly been making mincemeat out of these rebels. But for how long, friends? For how long? I don't know. Yeah, they're definitely trying to make a push across. Even maneuvering their artillery over there from the Cushing Farm area to try and cross that river. I think they've decided they cannot make it over here. So if we don't have any enemies to fight here, if we end up wiping out all these guys, well, then we might want to follow. So far, this hill is an absolute field of blood, no doubt about it. Also seems to me, boys, that we are actually starting to win that battle. Initially, that little meter was all the way, well, quite close to the red side. Still indecisive, of course, but now it's starting to, of course, come our way. Now, this is where I have to decide whether I want to just fall back with these units and set up a defensive perimeter right there, but not yet. I'm not done with this hill, and besides, we can always bring these units over here. Israel Richardson, for instance, can actually fall back and try and stop that enemy push. I'm not really too concerned about the flank, because we can take one of these other units and try and stop it in time. But we will take Israel Keys and just try to make it here as quickly as we can. Let's start moving. We've got a few other units on the move. I don't want to order McClellan to move his entire force yet, though. I really don't. I think we can absolutely fix this. He's already on the way, too. So we should be able to have some men at that junction before the enemy makes a real major move across. As you can see, they are starting, so they might actually have a chance to set up before we get there, but it does look like it's taking them a little longer. Nope, maybe not. Not now. Now they're going directly across. They are shifting formation there quite a bit, so hopefully we get some time to deal with them. Does look like they have pretty much given up on the hill, though. I was thinking, like, maybe we should press the attack? I don't know. I do think we need to try and follow up with this infantry. We get some canister shot, for goodness sakes. Come on, boys. Come on now. Let's readjust that artillery. Readjust this one, too. He can already start firing from back here. Look at that. That fire is right next to them, and a big clump of rebels. Look at that. Just from the canister shot. Let's hope we can keep this going. Last thing I need is for McCall to get knocked down here because of bad positioning. Come on, boys. Hancock, Davidson, and Brooks are going to be the infantry units responsible for holding this area, and it doesn't look like their commanding officer is anywhere to be seen. Is this their commanding officer? Wait a minute. Darius Couch. Well, in any case, Darius, you need to move here as well. Keep bringing any unit that we can afford to move here is going to push over here, make their way over here. That's why I'm not going to abandon this area. This is kind of our hook for this battle. Once they make it around the hook, I hope to be able to smash them before they can close in and finish the flank. Not even sure if they can do a flank, given the numbers of men they've got over here. Although they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and these are just the ones we can see. It could absolutely get worse for us here. Look at Captain William Graham Jr. Looks like a baseball player. I love it. But nonetheless, he is doing a great job with those cannons. Just 174 men. Look at what he can do. We should take Burns here. We're going to take Burns and join up with Brooks, Hancock, and Davidson. Much help as we can get. In fact, I'm even tempted to bring the artillery over as well. I think we can actually spare the artillery. Let's bring him over too. And we should have a nice defensive setup in this location. Looks like the enemy's having a lot of trouble deciding whether they actually want to make it across the bridge or whether they want to try and take Red Hill. Look at that. They did try to make a concerted push, but of course with our canister shot and with our existing infantry up here on the hill, they weren't able to do it. But they are still trying to push up that way. It doesn't seem they've completely committed to this area, and that's actually working out heavily in our favor. Because since they haven't committed to it, we are going to commit to it and pretty much destroy them. I think they very well may be bringing those guys back to Red Hill, folks. In fact, I'm almost certain that's what's happening, especially since they only started moving that way once we started ordering these units over there, which I find quite interesting, to say the least. Pretty smart move by the enemy. In any case, folks, if you enjoy these battles and you want to see some more, then make sure to let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to continue on with the campaign, the 1862 campaign. And again, if you guys enjoy it, well, then hit that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe if you are new to the channel, and we'll absolutely get episode 3 up as soon as possible. This looks to be a battle that's either going to be over today with a major victory for us, or the enemy's going to send some more reinforcements from over here, and it's going to go into tomorrow with that Red Ford, or that Red Hill area still under our control. And look at that. What a beautiful end to this video. Look at that, guys. 2 enemy groups, Wright's Brigade and Mahone's Brigade, both running in terror from our men. And guys, we are not letting these rebels get away like that. We are absolutely going to open fire. Try and cause as many casualties as possible. With one exception, I'll send this guy forward to face Taylor's brigade. It looks like, yep, they are going to run as quickly as they can to make sure we don't start targeting them. Looks like our men are respecting the rules of war, but I'm not. Open fire, you'd be court-martialed. Come on now, boys. Well, you'll have to wait till next video, guys, to find out what is going to happen here at the Battle of Red Hill. What do you think about the name? I want to know in the comments below. Thank you so much. I'll catch you on the next one.